Alright guys, so I thought of an interesting thing that could possibly happen. This is yet another prediction. My mind's been kind of running rampant on this match, and I feel the need to share it with you guys, so go ahead and leave me a like for that, and tell me what you guys think is going to happen in terms of the Royal Rumble, Rock versus Punk, or whatever, just tell me what you think is going to happen. Leave a like and subscribe, please. But, something I feel like could happen, this is another scenario I thought of, is if, well, I'm positive Rock versus Punk would main event. Positive, because they're not going to bring The Rock back to not let him main event. So it's kind of going to kill the fact that the Royal Rumble, isn't going to main event, because it is called the Royal Rumble. But, I mean, that's I think, in my opinion, why Survivor Series has not been taken seriously as a Big 4 pay-per-view anymore. Because the Survivor Series match is never the main event anymore. So, but I think that's definitely going to happen. Rock and Punk are going to main event. But I was thinking, what if The Rock calls out John Cena before the show, and he's like, Punk, at the bottom of my heart, you don't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what your name is. The man who really matters is John Cena. And I really would rather fight him than you. I mean, it doesn't have to go like that, but if you get the gist of what I'm trying to say, it'd be like The Rock calling out John Cena for the show, and, John Cena just goes balls out and attacks him in the match. Even though it's a heel tactic, I mean, Cena's always got his supporters. He's always going to be face. So it's not going to make him heel. And I think everybody would get that. It'd just be him responding to The Rock calling him out. And plus, Cena's wanted it. He said that he wanted it to happen anyways. So, I mean, I think they might as well. It didn't at one pre-show, he said he wanted it to happen again because they asked him a question. Or something, I don't remember, but he said he wanted to face The Rock again. So, what if Cena comes out and interrupts the match, and they end up having, Cena versus, Cena versus, Punk on Raw, or something, and Punk scurries away, or, because they're not gonna have The Rock on a match on Raw, but if they did, they could hype up that Raw and maybe bring the ratings up. Which I mean WWE's, I mean don't shoot it down. I bet it could happen. And plus I heard in a Nashville Raw they're supposed to have The Rock in February. So I'm guessing maybe that'll be The Rock's time to come in and attack to come in and maybe get a rematch from CM Punk. So for that news, I mean that means CM Punk could end up retaining, which I really don't want it to happen, but I bet it could. And if Cena comes in, that would be the only logical way I could think of it happening. Because that way you could set up for Cena versus The Rock at Mania, but you could throw CM Punk in there too, which I really don't want to see happen. I really, really don't want that to happen, but, I mean, if Cena interferes and wins the Royal Rumble, then shit, guys, we got a Mania match. And guess who that opens the door for? Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker, which I don't really want to see that because I don't want to see Undertaker get demolished, and I don't want to see Brock Lesnar go soft on people. I'd rather see Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk and see CM Punk get his ass fucking beaten. Because what I've heard and what I believe is that Brock Lesnar is throwing real punches at Extreme Rules. I believe it. I fucking believe it. It's TV. The pay-per-view itself is TV 14. The punches, the elbows and shit look real. Fucking everything looks fucking real. The blood's real on that fucking thing. I tell you that. It's a real-ass match. I'm telling you guys, I would really love to see CM Punk get his ass beaten to the point where Cena did in Extreme Rules and just see Punk cry. Oh my god, that would be awesome. I just want to see CM Punk start crying because he's getting his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar. So, I mean, what I'm thinking is Cena will win the Rumble. The Rock will call him out, but before, alright, I'll take you through how I think it should go in this scenario that I predicted. The Rock calls out John Cena before the show. The Royal Rumble, which isn't the main event, John Cena wins again. And then Rock versus Punk happens. Cena comes out and attacks The Rock. CM Punk retains, loses the belt to The Rock in February because they're supposed to have The Rock live on a February Raw in Nashville. And which will be ironic because Cena had a title match against John Cena in Nashville. So they could have John Cena versus The Rock versus CM Punk there. The Rock wins it and brings up the ratings on Raw for the next couple of weeks because the ratings have been horrible. And then they start building for WrestleMania with The Rock as champion and John Cena who won the Royal Rumble. So that way they got a match built up and everything. So that's my prediction. Go ahead and tell me what you think about it and leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace.